T-Pain sells his music catalog, his publishing catalog, and select masters to Harborview. I don't know if Harborview's the one that Scooter's attached to, but yeah, but T-Pain came up, man. So he came up off of this one. Probably made a few million, probably $50 to $100 million, because he has a lot of hit records. He has I'm in Love with a Stripper, Buy You a Drink, sold over 50 million singles, yeah. And they buy these things over a 100-year investment. These people are in for the long haul, and they're going to make sure the records has placements and all this other stuff. So they just give you a lump sum, and they go make the money back. So I would assume they gave him like probably 100 million, which he deserves. You know, the turnaround that T-Pain's done. You know, he went to the heights, lost all his money, wasn't out of his house or anything, but lost his money, got back to hustling, earned it all back, and with no help from anybody. Everybody turned their back on T-Pain for no reason, just because Future came in the game. Well, A$AP Telly, he reacts. He says, gossiping is a form of entertainment. He's reacting to A$AP Rocky winning his case and him looking like a clown for telling on his friend. And he says, gossiping is a form of entertainment for people who have no meaningful goals or purpose in life. Hate me, bring shame to my name, say bad things about me. I don't care. Your existence doesn't add any value to my life. Bro, you're done, bro. Like, you're cooked. All right? You have no clout anymore. You should have just stayed down. You tried to bait Rocky into this whole thing. Then when the cops didn't find gun shells or anything, you found them yourself. You lied on stage. You told so many people you were expecting a payout. You didn't report it right away because you were trying to blackmail Rocky. You know, it's corny, you know. A$AP Rocky says him and Rihanna promised to name their child. Obviously, he's joking, but that is funny. A$AP Rocky's a clown, man. And we call him A$AP Telly. It backfired on him. I would be surprised, man, if you never hear from him again, or, you know, something else, because I know he's depressed. He thought he was going to be up 30 M's in a few months. He thought this was going to go his way, and he was going to be able to go to a civil case, and then get, like, you know, 10 million, 30 million, even 4 million would be good for him, because he's got nothing. And, you know, Tyler, the Creator, said it best. Be careful who you got around you. Some of these people want to see your downfall. They claim they're friends, and they want to see your downfall. Wallo responds. Wallo, when he says, Wallo responds when asked about Lil Durk and others not taking his advice regarding forgiveness. You know, like, don't get revenge. It's not worth it. You're going to trick yourself out the street. He was talking about King Von and other stuff. And he started to cry. And honestly, Wallo comes from a good place when he does this stuff. And I think he internalizes it a lot when these young guys just don't listen to him and they get themselves in more trouble. And it's sad. It's sad that they don't listen to him. He has good advice. He's been through. He's been in and out of jail. And he really genuinely wants the best for, like, Kodak Blacks and stuff like that. But for some reason, people don't listen, you know, and he tries. But, you know, I've tried to tell people certain things sometimes, and they're like, they just don't listen. You know, people got to go through it themselves. You try to warn family members of making mistakes and stuff, and they don't listen. They got to learn themselves. You know, it's an unfortunate situation. Yeah. Then we got Kendrick Lamar. What happened with him? Some more, like, records broken. I think it's like 5 songs at one time on Billboard. I don't know. It's happened before, but it's exciting time for Kendrick Lamar fans and Kendrick Lamar. So it is what it is, you know. Kim Kardashian got in trouble because she posted the wrong person for this case. It was about someone being on death row for heinous crimes. The guy that was really on death row. She didn't post him. She posted some guy that looked like him. And the other guy's claiming PTSD, and he can't sleep at night now, and he keeps having flashbacks, and he wants money from Kim. I mean, it's a frivolous lawsuit. It's kind of crazy. But I can understand, hey, give me something for this. But this guy's trying to go for the gusto. Oh, I can't do anything anymore. I can't work. It's like, come on, nah. TD Jakes getting called out to 2 male guys that he says he wanted to have a down low relationship with. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's spooky out here. That's all I can say. This woman divorced her husband because he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. When Taylor Swift went on the Jumbotron, some people booed her. Her husband was one of them. And she was like, yo, I'm divorcing you. This is like, that's insane. Okay? That means your marriage wasn't worth anything from the get-go. 21 Savage reacts to either Rollo or Big Meech, but he's saying, if you did something dishonorable, stand on it. So if Big Meech used Tammy Cowens to set other people up, stand on it. He backed out of the show too. Or Rollo, if you really went in there trying to tell him something to get out of federal prison, stand on it. Don't have all these excuses. He's right. Stand on what you're doing. It is what it is. Yeah, he backed out of the show for sure. And, he's had Rollo's back a lot. But I don't know. This new paperwork with Rollo's got a lot of people in between. Joe Budden podcast celebrates 10 years. He celebrates the ups and downs, complexes, all this other stuff. Yeah, salute to Joe Budden. He says he did it all without help. You did have help. You were on Complex. You had a record deal at Def Jam. You've had millions of dollars pumped into your success. People betting on your success, and you're supposed to reap the benefits of that. They gave you the ball and you ran with it. That's what's supposed to happen. So there is help. It's just you were smart enough to take advantage of it. All right, so then we got Lil Meech. People were saying $5 million, 3 years. I could see where it went. It's true. He blew his money on clothes and jewelry. That's all it took. That's all it took, man. It's very simple to spend $5 million because you really only got 2.5. It is what it is, And he be looking like he has more than that because he be borrowing a lot of jewelry and stuff. It's something he's got to learn. Then we got Blue Da Vinci. Everybody doubted him. Cam Capone was saying this to Bosco 100 today. He's like, everybody doubted him, and he's the first one to call out Meech about the Cuffy thing. I didn't even believe him, honestly. I owe him an apology myself. Who wanted to believe him? And plus, this was just him off of being called out for getting a safety valve by Sosa. Sosa was like, yo, this guy got a safety valve. Like, something ain't right with him. The limo then got discovered, But Blue Da Vinci was right, man, about Big Meech, 50 Cent's calling it out now. A lot, once you hear the Cuffy interviews, you soon realize that, too, that this was messed up. Dame Dash says he discovered Kevin Hart and gave him the first acting role, but now, despite Kevin's $450 million net worth, he never helps him at all. Well, people don't owe you forever off of that. Like, there's a point where that's that. I mean, everyone gets a little help here and there, and that doesn't mean Kevin Hart has to give you a percentage of everything he gets. I mean, you put him in one movie. You didn't put him in a whole series of movies.